Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Nick and today I will show you Soccer Manager Elite. I'll walk through to the game, I will show you all the features, how it works, what you can do. If you don't know what it is, well, stick with me for this video to see it, but if you want to know something more, I have another video that explains all the basics, principles and theory behind it. So just be mindful that this is a beta. By the end of the year, there's gonna be a new release, a new beta version, read-only, that is gonna be available for mobile and all browsers. This beta is free and it works only for Windows platform for now. But stay tuned with me. Whatever happens in Xaya, I will try to update you guys. So subscribe if you wanna know more. Let's jump straight to the game now. Here we go. This is the main windows when you open the game, and I am the manager of Getafe, as you can see. So maybe your screen looks different because you're not a manager for now. Here is the overview. Basically, you can see that I am in League 2B managing Getafe, and the share price of Getafe is 500 SMC, and the market cap is 5 millions. The most important information here are your shareholders, that you have to keep them happy, otherwise you go home. And some information, for example, Suarez is injured for 11 days, and other transfer information also in this page. Here you see the next fixtures, and here you see the result of your last fixtures. You have to actually click on match report, and this is very important. Let's see what it does. Here is the window of my last match. As you can see, I played against Nîmes Olympique, managed by Bailim. And I won 2-0 because I'm a good manager, and also because Getafe is pretty good. As you can see here, you can basically look at the formations that your opponents use and the formation that you used, and the basic informations like the assists. Ooh, it looks like my goalkeeper made an assist. That's great. And who scored? Like Mata scored twice for me. That's very bad, very good. And other match information like man of the match, some events like penalties or injuries, and most importantly the commentary and the statistics. You want to know how you played, right? And here you can see that the possession, total shots, shots on target, and so on. And then from here you can check the squad. In the squad tab you can see all your squad, the average age of your squad, the evaluation, other information, but the most important tab as a manager is the tactics, where you actually make up your team and decide who plays and how. Here you can see the situations. The situations are basically what happens, when, and why. Let's take, for example, at 60 minutes. Here at 60 minutes, I wanted Nwakaeme to enter instead of Unal, only in case of losing or drawing. And then you can also change the team instructions. So what's your tackling style? Hard, soft, or timid? Or the mentality can be defensive, very defensive, normal, or attacking, super attacking, and other different strategies that you can use to improve your gameplay and win. Remember that it's a blockchain game. It means that here on the top left corner you can see that there is your SMC coins, and these are the in-game currency that is used, and then the key coins, the balance here, and that's the currency of the blockchain Xaya. Whenever you do a move in this game, you need to make a transaction using your key, a very tiny, super small fraction of your key. For example, let's look. I want to change the formation. Okay, I change the formation now, and I submit the team sheet. You will see that the balance now is 5.178. It's gonna go down by probably 0.001 key. Now the submission is pending. It means that we're waiting for the confirmations on the network, and then the key, once it's confirmed, the key will basically be less. Here we go. Now it is 5.177. Here you can see the schedule of the matches, all the matches that you did and the matches that you still have to do. Your finances. This is a very important tab because you have to keep your finances under control, because you don't have to spend too much money, for example, in buying players if you cannot afford it, because then your shareholders will be bad. would be bet on you. Here, I got 878,520 match income, and this is what gives me my wage. So you want to increase as maximum this number to make more money. And then there are other things like the history of the Getafe, in this case, of the match. You can see the past managers and the actual manager, which is me, Nix. You can see that I won 17 games out of 32. And then the shares. Who are your shareholders, the percentages that they own, and the order book. Also very important to know if somebody is willing to buy or sell the shares that they have or that they want. In this instance, you can see that there is people that want to buy my shares, well, the share of Getafe at 75 SMC, which is too low, guys. Come on, put up the price. Okay, so you saw an overview of being a manager, what it looks like, what you can do, and what are your tabs, the most important thing to keep in mind. Now, there are other tabs here on the left that we're going to explore together. For example, the matches shows all the matches that there are in all the league divisions and in all the seasons. For example, here I'm looking at League 2B where my Getafe is playing, but I can easily switch through leagues. For example, let's look at the first league, the big boss one, and we can see that the next match is a cup match. But let's look at a division match. Yes, here are all the matches that are coming, and this is the league table. Basically, you can switch through all the leagues that you want. So let's start by looking at the first league, which is the big boss one. As you can see, Manchester City is winning with 60 points, and there are all the information that you expect from a normal, soccer tournament, that can be Serie A or Champions League or whatever. And also you can go back in time. For example, here I'm looking at season 3, the current one, but I can go back to season 1, the first one. But also, very importantly, you can check at the players. So who is the best player who was in season 1 the best player? You can see Costa with 13 goals in 30 appearances from Juventus. Another very important tab is the transfer market. So if you want to buy a player or if you want to sell a player, you have to pass through this tab. How it works? It basically, if I need a player, for example, I come here and I see that I like Vieirinha from PAOK and I want him. To actually have it, I have to bid more than 1,212,000 because there's already one bid at this price level. So remember, in this game, every time you want to sell a player, the player goes into a bid like this, and it stays there for 7 days. The manager that put the highest bid at the end of these 7 days, it gets the player. And of course, you can see all the transfer history, whatever happened in the whole metaverse here. The game award is still in progress. I don't know exactly what we're gonna see here. Also, the player database looks like old rating, new rating. It's probably something to check every time that the player ratings get updated. The history and all the managers and the best managers. This is pretty interesting information. You can see who is the best manager. In this case is Blade from Liverpool, who won 67 matches out of 124. And profile, this is very important, guys. In here there are all the information about you and your transactions and your account and your portfolio, how much you earn, everything. Look at this newsfeed, just news. Okay, not very interesting. But portfolio, here you can see all the shares that I have. I have Verre, I have 333 shares, Spinazzola 2300. Here are the numbers of the shares of the players that you have. I have 0 shares of club, otherwise they would appear here. And then the accounts, here is the money that you get from every single investment that you do. See, for example, my manager wage is 812 SMC. This is because it's the 0.1% of the total income, roughly the total income of a normal match day for me. And then you can also see the dividend of every single player, how much I get from Unal shares that I have, 26. As an agent from Spinazzola, I get 49, and this is the agent. It depends on the wage of the player that you are agent of. I think it's 0.1 again, or 0.2. And then there are statistics about you, and if you're agent of someone, again, here we go. I'm agent of all these players. These are the wages. And if I'm not mistaken, for example, let's have a look at Spinazzola. Is 49,000. So in my accounts, I should have 49 something from agent wage of Spinazzola. Agent with Spinazzola, 49 exactly, 0.1. And another thing, the shareholders. If you put shares, if you bid for shares, in this tab, there's basically an overview of what are your bids. And then the users. All the users are kept in this tab. Basically, because it's a blockchain game, everything is transparent. All the information that you saw about me, you can check in all the players. Let's take one player at random, like Pakal. Pakal, if you're watching me, we are looking at you. We can see that Pakal has quite a bit of shares of these clubs. Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos, De Bruyne, all of these shares of players. We can see at his income, the dividend that he has, the shares that he got, everything. His career, his agents, and the orders. We can also message him. Actually, Pakal is the manager of the Napoli, which is my team. I don't know if you noticed it. My favorite team. And exchange. In exchange, there are all the shares that are available in the market. It means that somebody has put the shares into the market. For example, let's have a look at the Arsenal. Last price was 10,000 SMC, which is huge. Let's have a look at Arsenal. If we go into shares, order book, we see that there are a lot of buyers, but nobody is selling it. And the price is huge. It's 1,260 SMC. That's a lot. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. It was very quick. I know it was very a brief overview of the features. I just wanted to show you how cool it is, how it looks neat and clean. But if you subscribe to this channel, I will keep you updated on all the news of Xaya, especially Stock Manager Elite, because it's about to get out a new, much better cross-platform beta version before the full release. Guys, subscribe, like, and I see you next time. Ciao, ciao, ciao.